Good morning. It is 11 o'clock on this Monday, October 13th. It's a first alert weather day as this nor'easter hits the tri-state area. I'm Cindy Hsu. Tony Sadiku has been tracking this storm all morning, and we'll have the very latest in a moment. We want to start things off in New Jersey, where all 21 counties in the state have been under a state of emergency since Saturday. Vanessa Murdock is live in Manasquan on the Jersey Shore. Wow, it looks rough, Vanessa.
It is, Cindy. It's rough, and it's important to note that what you're seeing right now is 2.5 hours before high tide, which is this afternoon around 1:36 here in Manasquan. I want to bring you out to the inlet. The waves are crashing here pretty impressively against the rocks on the side. It is foggy. What it is not is especially windy right now, nor is it raining heavily. This storm moving forward will be really about the coast and this coastal flooding we anticipate during high tide this afternoon. Now, along the Jersey Shore, we have a coastal flood warning in effect until 8 o'clock tonight. High tide here along the Jersey Shore is roughly between 1 and 2 p.m. I consider Manasquan Inlet the cutoff between where we expect minor to moderate coastal flooding north of Manasquan Inlet, and south of the inlet is where we expect mainly moderate, but some spots to get major coastal flooding, and that could mean up to 3 feet of water over land. Here at Manasquan Inlet and the surrounding neighborhoods, we anticipate about 2 feet of water over land at 1:36 this afternoon. Let's check out the high tide times in other regions along the Jersey Shore so you know exactly when it will be the worst, where those roadways will be most covered this afternoon. Barnegat Light around 1 o'clock as well. Now, Barnegat Light's important to note, that's the one spot on the Jersey Shore where we could see major coastal flooding this afternoon. And again, that would be about 3 feet above land. At Sandy Hook, closer to 2 o'clock, as well as Perth Amboy. So as we move more north along the Jersey Shore, the coastal flooding is less impactful, but also a little bit later in the afternoon. If you notice back live here, I've decided to hold on to the post, and that's just because on occasion, not every wave coming through crashes high and mighty here along the bulkhead, but some have been, and thus we just want to stay safe because, of course, this is the inlet, folks, where the current is most strong as we make our way through this storm. One quick last image to leave you with. Some people are not that afraid of what's going on out here, and we've got a kayaker off in the distance. It's foggy, it's damp, but again, as we continue to deal with this major coastal storm, it will be the coastal flooding that we're most concerned about. And here on the Jersey Shore, that's between 1 and 2 p.m. Cindy, we're live right now from Manasquan Inlet. I'll send it back to you.
Wow, they're taking a real risk. Vanessa, thank you very much. On Long Island, high tide, a major concern for residents along a stretch of Bayshore. Early floodwaters covered streets, prompting cars to turn around. This morning, ferry service to Fire Island remains closed, and additional marine units have been dispatched to patrol the waters. Earlier, we spoke with Suffolk County Executive Ed Romaine about his concerns with this storm.
We're concerned about flooding. We're concerned about coastal erosion, and this is a problem that we're going to have to deal with over the next few days.
Vulnerable areas near the waterfront and shoreline could see 2 feet of flooding at next high tide about 4 p.m. The LIRR is running, but with some delays. Islip MacArthur Airport also reporting some delays. And the storm causing issues on the roads, including on the Van Wyck. As you can see, an entire portion of it was underwater earlier this morning, with some drivers going through that intense flooding. The storm causing power outages across our area. Con Ed reporting 102 outages. PSE&G on Long Island reporting 239. PSE&G in New Jersey reporting 76. And more than 4,000 reports of no power from Jersey Central Power and Light. You can see that full list at cbsnewyork.com. Now we want to get a check on how weather conditions are right now. Let's get to meteorologist Tony Sadiku with your first alert forecast. Tony.
Yeah, Cindy, it's familiar. It's been raining now for almost 24 hours in parts of the area. So we're kind of been dealing with this unsettled stretch now for some time. And we still have more of this wet weather to go for much of the day. So you've been looking out the window. It's a nice rainy day. Cozy up indoors, grab a blanket, not really have to deal with this mess. But if you do, just want to give you the idea. I've looked Midtown. It is gray. It's raining right now through parts of New York City. And between the rain and the wind combination, we've got issues at area airports where we've got delays at Newark, JFK, big problems in LaGuardia getting in and out of town. The winds have been the main factor today as we track this coastal low. It's basically a nor'easter, and it's going to continue to produce pretty violent, vigorous winds at times. Right now, these are current gusts, 35 to 40 miles per hour along the coast. We've seen them higher, 50 to 60, reports of trees down, power outages too. It's all part of the system, and these are the effects that we're mainly concerned about. That low has not moved if you've been with us all morning, and that's why our weather conditions haven't changed. It's been waves of rain. Now, most of it's been pretty light. It's not to say we're not dealing with flooding. I mean, the good news is it's slow and it's steady and it's rain we can manage. But with any particular bursts of more moderate to heavy pockets of rain, that could over time become an issue. So right now, we'll take you into parts of the Hudson Valley where you see these darker shades of green, say parts of Rockland, New City, across the Hudson. You're in Ossining, Cortland, all the way into parts of Putnam. That's where we're seeing more moderate pockets of rain. In and out of the city, it's light showers right now. You've seen rain pretty persistent on Long Island and down the shore. Coastal flooding still top of mind as we get into this afternoon's high tide. Coastal flood warnings in effect for a good portion of the area. It's a first alert weather day. Just to recap, it's this nor'easter that's going to produce an additional inch and a half of rain, gusts 45 miles per hour. The flooding, the beach erosion as the coast takes a beating, and we still have to be mindful of some of the impacts with the ground being saturated. Could there be more trees that come down and more power outages? That's why we'll remain under first alert for the rest of the day. Of course, there have been traffic impacts too. Traffic reporter Guy Stanier has had a busy morning tracking them all. And what do we have now at 11:08, Guy?
Well, Tony, we still have some problems on the roads and the rails. Starting on the roads in Paterson, New Jersey, a truck went over the divider on Route 80 on the eastbound side right near exit 61. 3 lanes are blocked on the eastbound side. We have about a 2.5-mile delay getting through the area. For New Jersey Transit, the North Jersey Coast and Atlantic City lines are suspended this morning. The Montclair-Boonton line is running with 30-minute delays due to a tree across the tracks near Glen Ridge. System-wide cross-honoring is in effect for rail, private carriers, buses, and light rail until the end of the day. And we have 2-hour delays on arrivals at LaGuardia Airport. Definitely check your flight before you head out the door. Alternate side parking is suspended for Columbus Day, but you still have to pay the meters. Cindy, back to you.
All right, Guy, thank you. And the weather system forcing a change of plans for many people in the city. The annual Columbus Day Parade was canceled for the first time in the event's history. Natalie Duddridge is in Midtown with more details.
Good morning. Well, even though the parade had to be canceled, people are still gathering here at St. Patrick's Cathedral for the annual Columbus Day Mass that celebrates Italian-American heritage. Many people we spoke to disappointed the parade had to be canceled, but they say they understand organizers had to make this decision after Governor Hochul declared a state of emergency as this nor'easter brought high winds, heavy rain across parts of the tri-state area. They say it was just simply too dangerous to move forward given the safety concerns for the more than thousands of marchers, including school bands, cultural groups, as well as the thousands of people who typically line Fifth Avenue. Here's what parade organizers had to say.
We gave thought to all the spectators, our people marching, and all of our members and their safety. So in thinking about all the travel that would be required for people coming in from around the tri-state area, it would be really a burden and possibly dangerous. Yeah. So we thought it was in the best interest of everyone to cancel the parade.
It's a disappointment, but again, I've spent half my career as a football coach, so not much you can do about bad weather. And I would rather see everybody safe and not have to worry about it than have that concern.
Organizers say they are now focused on preparing for next year's 82nd annual Columbus Day Parade. From Midtown, Natalie Duddridge, CBS News, New York.
And it's not just the Columbus Day Parade that has been canceled. The Bruce Museum's annual Outdoor Arts Festival, which was scheduled for yesterday, was canceled. On Randall's Island, Indigenous Peoples Day gatherings for yesterday and today have been canceled. The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention's Out of the Darkness Community Walk has been postponed until November 9th. And the Diwali Festival in Times Square has also been postponed. A new date has not yet been announced. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here at noon.